Guys, hello everyone. Crypto Interest is with you. Right now the daily review of Bitcoin and Ethereum. I tell you how to trade today to get the maximum profit on the market. Short, very helpful video. Today is Friday, tomorrow is the weekend, and as you understand, on Fridays we have been seeing big red candles lately, but nevertheless, Bitcoin is currently moving exactly according to the scenario that we discussed yesterday. Therefore, now about everything in order, we will sort out and move on to the graphs. So, look, Bitcoin is trading at 20,150. Today is Friday. The reports of large companies are still coming out, but the main ones, in fact, have already come out. The most important ones were just yesterday. And as we discussed yesterday, we expected Bitcoin to go lower. Those who opened short positions here, keep in mind that in general, at this level, part of your position can already be fixed, because of course we have the potential to go lower, but as I said, we can form something here and go higher. Therefore, now we will also understand, but first I want to give you a couple of comments on the S&P and the dollar index. So let's start with the S&P 500, because everything is very interesting there. Remember, I told you that we actually went higher, broke through this high, and then we were stopped by liquidity. And look, we pushed off from it, and now here we are also starting to form something. In general, it's pretty cool and technically perfect. And if we look at the dollar index, it's the same here. We defended this level accordingly, went higher, this liquidity stopped us, and now we will again observe how we will trade it accordingly. Potentially, we can also trade something here, but there is another very interesting nuance. Look, let's open Bitcoin and open RSI with you. Yesterday I saw it in many channels, and this is how they drew a trend line, and, accordingly, they show the breaking of this trend line, and for us, in fact, you understand a bad signal. But please note that we always draw a trend line using 2 points, the first 2 points. This is not the first point, but the second point. And so the trend line should be drawn in this way. And then we still have no penetration. We are dangling right on the edge, and please look, we are now starting from this RSI. So for now we cannot perceive this as some kind of negative signal. On the contrary, the trend line holds us together, and this is a good local sign. By the way, another interesting point, yesterday another US senator started telling the Fed to rub their eyes and generally look at what they are doing. Because they, in fact, act late and simply ruin the economy. So this is another interesting signal for you and me. Draw conclusions and keep it in your head, but do not forget about risk management. This is the most important thing. Now let's move on to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So, for Bitcoin, in the review, I gave this level here, and actually look, please, we came jeweler, took this level, and now apparently it's protection. But, why didn't I open a position? Do I think that we will turn long from there? Yes, I think it's very likely. Remember, I told you that, in fact, we have to form something here for the continuation, and then we'll go. In general, we can just hang here with one touch now, for example, do something like this and then, either return here again, or simply, relatively speaking, draw, stand here, and fly higher after that. But, there is a nuance, as I told you, today we are still waiting for the next reports, plus meetings next week, and we do not know how the market will react over the weekend. Therefore, we also have levels from below, to which we can fail. Accordingly, if I see an upward momentum here, I will most likely just gain on a breakout, or on a return, on another confirmation. This is not a problem. If, accordingly, we go lower, then here, from this level, I will already gain positions. This is our level, somewhere from 19,300 to 19,400. There, again, you will need to look at the situation. That is, in fact, we now have two main scenarios. The first one is that we'll just get out of here. Yes, again, we can shake here, draw something else, or again we will see some kind of sharp negative, and then, accordingly, we will enter this level, pick it up, and after that go higher. So when you place stops, keep in mind to consider both options. Actually, some kind of global negative is not happening. And if everything continues as well and just expectations coincide with reality, then the market will react positively. Yes, next week a rise of 75 basis points, as expected, the market will react positively. Well, now to the Ethereum. So, on Ethereum, please take a look. Ethereum did not work as well as Bitcoin, but overall pretty well. We have essentially come to this level, and now we are going higher. By the way, I would like to draw your attention to the fact that when I show the level, you should understand that I always just show the zone where the maximum volume is located, but our level is always in such a zone, that is, this is the liquidity zone that we take. Therefore, as a rule, I myself place orders in this zone, for example, at the very beginning, in the middle, and at the end. And thus it turns out that the orders work. Therefore, if you, for example, do not have time to enter, then keep in mind that the price does not always come in jewelry. But, nevertheless, Ethereum also works out. If Bitcoin goes lower, Ethereum goes to this level. If not, then we will form something here and go. We will try already from above the border. That's all, guys. That's all you need to know for today to get the maximum profit in the market. And the most important thing for me is your support, so subscribe to the channel right now. Be sure to turn on notifications so as not to miss the latest releases, and of course, put the maximum likes, because your likes are food, energy and motivation for me, which makes me shoot every day and keep you updated. I also want to remind you, this video does not force you to buy any cryptocurrency or invest in anything. I am not a financial advisor. Bye everyone.